Let us solve this question. A steel tube of 35 mm outer diameter and 30 mm inner diameter encloses a gunmetal rod of 25 mm diameter and is rigidly joined at each end. If at a temperature of 40 degrees centigrade there is no longitudinal stress, determine the stresses developed in the rod and the tube when the temperature of the assembly is raised to 240 degrees centigrade. Coefficient of thermal expansion of the steel is 11 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree centigrade. Coefficient of thermal expansion of the gunmetal is 18 into 10 to the power minus 6 per degree centigrade. Young's modulus of elasticity of steel is 205 gigapascal. Young's modulus of gunmetal is 91.5 gigapascal. We have to also find the increase in length if the original length of the assembly is 1 meter. So this is again the question of thermal stresses, where we are given with a steel tube and gunmetal rod, and they are rigidly joined with each other, and the temperature assembly is increased by 200 degrees centigrade. Initial temperature is 40 degrees centigrade, final temperature is 240 degrees centigrade, so that there is rise in temperature of the assembly is 200 degrees centigrade. We are given with coefficient of thermal expansion of the both materials, Young's modulus of the both the materials, and we have to find out the stresses developed in gunmetal and steel tube. We have to also find the increase in length if the original length of the assembly is 1 meter. So let us solve this problem. In this question, a composite gunmetal and steel composite system is given whose temperature is risen by 200 degrees centigrade. The initial temperature of the system is given 400 degrees centigrade and the final temperature is given 250 degrees centigrade, so that there is rise in temperature of 200 degrees centigrade of this composite system. Gunmetal is a rod and steel is a tube of inner dia 330 mm and outer dia 35 mm. All dimensions are in mm, and the length of the system is given as 1 meter, and it is rigidly fixed with rigidly connected by a bar, and there is a support at this one end. What will happen if the temperature is rise? If we increase the temperature of this system, what will happen? First of all, let us see the coefficient of thermal expansion of gunmetal and steel. The coefficient of thermal expansion of gunmetal is 18 micro degree centigrade per degree centigrade, and of the steel is 11 micro per degree centigrade. So you can see here the gunmetal will expand more than steel, but because they are connected to each other by a single rod, so the total expansion will be same for each the rod. So if we remove this, there will be free expansion in the gunmetal like this. This we have already studied in our theory lecture, that the gunmetal will tend to increase higher than the steel. The steel expansion will be less, free expansion. We are saying free expansion if it is not there, right? So suppose this is the expansion in steel and this is the free expansion in gunmetal. But because they are rigidly fixed with each other, there will be a common expansion, common change in length of this body, right? So this body has a common change in length like this, right? Suppose this is the increase in length and suppose this is delta L, total change in length, actual change in length, right? So it means that there is some force which is causing this deformation in the gunmetal, and due to which there is compressive load developed in the gunmetal. Please check the theory lectures for this, and there will be compressive stress developed in the gunmetal because some force is there. Free expansion was L alpha T and it is decreased by some external force, right? Suppose Pg. And steel has low thermal expansion, free expansion was this, but due to this connected to the gunmetal, it has some more expansion. This much more expansion is there in steel, this much higher expansion is there. So it means there is some force in steel which is causing the extension of this steel part to this total length delta L, right? So there is decrease in length of compared to free expansion of this gunmetal, and there is increase in length compared to the free expansion of this steel rod, steel tube, right? So there will be tensile stress, developed in this steel. Tensile stress will be developed in steel like this, and compressive stress developed in gunmetal, right? And we have already read the formula for if this is the case, total expansion is same. So we have already read this and we have derived this formula in our theory lecture. Please check the theory lectures first so that we can utilize this formula directly, right? That sigma s by Es plus sigma g by Eg, one of the bar, another bar, equal to alpha g minus alpha s, whatever is higher that will come first, alpha g minus alpha s multiplied by the rise in temperature, which is 200 degrees centigrade here. By this we will get one equation between sigma s and sigma g. So we will get a relation between sigma s and sigma g, one of the equation we will get. But another equation, because there are two unknowns, sigma s and sigma g, the stress developed in steel and stress developed in gun. So second equation will come from the fact that we have not applied any external force. Whatever force is coming, that is internal. So the tensile force developed in steel will be equal to compressive force developed in gun. So another equation will be that tensile force developed in steel will be equal to compressive force developed in gun. So we will get a relation between PS and PG, or you can write sigma S AS will be equal to sigma G AG. And from here we will get a relation that sigma S will be equal to AG by AS multiplied by sigma G, and that will be equal to AG. AG is the gunmetal and the area is pi by 4 d square 25 square. So pi by 4 25 square divided by area of steel. Area of steel is this 35 square minus 30 square, pi by 4. So pi by 4 35 square minus 30 square sigma g, right? So you will get the relation between sigma s and sigma g. So sigma s will be equal to, when you solve it, you will get the relation between these as that will be equal to steel area and the gunmetal area, that is 25 square and 35 square minus 30 square, right? So directly we can write area, or we can solve this like this. So this will come out to be 25 square by 35 square minus 30 square. Leave it as it is because no need of solving it at this moment. 25 square by 35 square minus 30 square. So this is multiplied by sigma g. So this is relation between sigma s and sigma g, and this is one equation. Suppose this is a first equation, right? You can solve it and you can get the relation between sigma s and sigma g. So this is the first relation. Now second equation will come from here, that for composite section this is the relation between sigma s and sigma g. So from this equation we can write sigma s, which is unknown, sigma g upon es is known to us, 205 gigapascal. If you take megapascal, the answer will come in megapascal. So we can take 205 multiplied by 1000, it will become megapascal, answer will come in megapascal, plus sigma g by Eg is 91.5, make it megapascal, that will be equal to alpha g of g is 18 multiplied 10 to the power minus 6, 18 multiplied 10 to the power minus 6, minus alpha s is 11 multiplied 10 to the power minus 6, 11 multiplied 10 to the power minus 6, and multiplied by temperature rise, which is 200, right? Now we have two equations, this equation and this equation. We can put the value of sigma s from here and we will get a one unknown in this equation. So put the value of sigma s here, you will get 25 square by 35 square minus 30 square times sigma g, and also there is times sigma g, divided by there is some modulus velocity c also 205 10 power 3 plus sigma g upon, now in equation there is only sigma g because this is our sigma s, this times sigma g, this times sigma g. So this is 91.5 multiplied 10 power 3 will be equal to 18 minus 11 is 7, 7 multiplied 10 power minus 6 multiplied by 200. So in this equation there is only one unknown, there is only one unknown, and that is the sigma g, the stress developed in the gunmetal. And solving this using calculator, take your time and solve it, you will get the value of sigma g, the stress developed in gunmetal, and try to solve it using calculator and get the answer. You will get the answer after solving. I am writing here answer only, you can do the calculation. 68.94 megapascal. So this is the answer of this, one of the answer of this question. The stress developed in gunmetal is 68.94 megapascal. Next, put the value, this value in 1 and you will get the stress value sigma s. So put in 1 this value, put in equation number 1 this equation, which is our equation came from the force equality, and you will get the value of stress in steel, right? And you will get the stress in steel as 132.6 megapascal. Solve it and you will get this answer. 132.6 megapascal, right? Now, what is the extension? What is the actual extension? Delta L actual extension in this system. There is some free expansion in gunmetal and it is compressed by some amount, this much, due to this force Pg. There is free expansion of steel, this much. This is the free expansion of steel, L alpha S T of steel. This is the free expansion plus some expansion due to this load PS, right? Due to this load PS, I am writing it delta LS. This I am writing only delta so that it may be separated. Some differentiation should be there between these. So we have two types of elongation there. One is free expansion of the steel, L alpha S T, and another is the alpha delta LS, right? And this addition of these will be the total deformation, actual deformation, which we have to find out here, delta actual, which we have to find out here, delta actual. That is the delta actual. Or we can find out using the gunmetal also, that free expansion minus this much, that can also be find out. So let us take one of the things, let us take this and we can find out the answer. Now the total expansion, delta expansion, yeah, delta actual will be equal to the expansion, free expansion of the steel plus the expansion due to the force developed due to this gunmetal, because gunmetal is there and they have to pull by equal amount, so delta LS will be there, right? So delta actual will be equal to L alpha S. L length is given 1 meter. So if we use in millimeter, the answer will come in millimeter. So we can use millimeter. 1 meter is equal to 1000 millimeter multiplied by alpha. Alpha of steel. What was the alpha of steel? The alpha of steel was given to us, and what was that? That was 11 multiplied 10 to the power minus 6. 11 multiplied 10 to the power minus 6 multiplied by temperature rise, which is 200. This is the free expansion of the steel plus delta LS, the deformation due to this load PS or due to stress, right? That you have to go in basic for that. That delta L is given by PL upon AE or sigma L upon E. So stress in steel we have already found out the stress in steel. So sigma S So sigma S, which is given by 132.6, 132.6. L of steel, L of steel is 1 meter, 1000, upon E, Young's modulus of elasticity of steel, and that is also given, that is 205 gigapascal. So that is 205 gigapascal. This is in megapascal, so you can make it megapascal so that it may be cancel out. Megapascal, megapascal, both are in megapascal. So this is the actual expansion of the combined composite system, right? This is the free expansion of the steel plus some of the expansion due to internal loads, and that is 132.6 sigma L upon E. Sigma L upon E, sigma is a stress in steel, that is 132.6. L is a length, 1000, upon E, modulus of elasticity in megapascal, both are in megapascal. So delta actual, the actual expansion of the system will come out to be, when you solve it, it will come out to be 2.847 millimeter. So this is the answer of this question. So this is the answer of this question.